Hello everyone, it's your one and only celeb course advisor. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on when you see my videos. Please, in case you are just joining me or you are just seeing my videos for the first time, I am on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. Do not forget to subscribe, follow, share, like, and comment. All right, on today's episodes, we will be discussing on the processes or some necessary steps that you will have to take as a student who have just been given admission. So, first of all, after your JAMB, go for your post-UTME screening in any university of your choice, of course. You have been given admission. I'm going to list out the steps or some issues that might arise. Because I think over the weekend, I saw a video of a girl or stories of a girl who has spent 4 years in a university environment, and at the end of the 4 years, she's being told that she's not a student. So I'm going to be discussing some necessary steps that you need to take so that you don't fall into such circumstances or situation. Now, first of all, after your admission, the first thing that you'll be needed to do is to pay for your acceptance fee. They call it admission acceptance fee. It's usually a token. It is that fee that you pay to actually notify the university that you have accepted the course that was offered to you. And you usually pay that fee or the acceptance fee within a period of time. Now, after the payment, you pay your medical fees, after which you visit your department. Now, this is where please pay attention and stay with me. You visit your department to get acquainted with the department. You get to know who your HOD is, some lecturers in the department, the secretary, the admin staff in the department, and then you also get to meet your course advisor. Now, after you have been acquainted with the department and you already know those who are in charge or those that you should meet for further issues, you will be required to go for first screening. It's either called first screening or document verification stage. You have to go to your course advisor with some necessary documents, which she will go through, and then if there's any issue, she will explain to you or guide you through the process of rectifying such issues. Now, the first thing that you will go with is your JAMB admission letter. This is a JAMB admission letter. You go with your JAMB admission letter. After which, you go to that department with your JAMB results. This is a JAMB result. You go with your JAMB results. And then you also go with your WAEC or NECO results. This is a NECO result in my hand. And then your acceptance fee that you have paid, the receipt, and the medical fee you paid, you go with the receipt as well. Also, don't forget to include your age declaration or birth certificate. And finally, your local government of origin. You are to present these documents to either your screening officer in the department or your course advisor, who will go through this document. And then if she notices any issues or discrepancies in your results or your document, she will guide you through the process of rectifying them. Now, one of such issues that may arise from this stage, from this screening stage, is probably number one, age issue, date of birth issue, or name issue. Probably in your WAEC, you wrote your WAEC or prepared or registered your WAEC with Umukoro Okafor. And then in your JAMB results, you registered it with Umukoro Okafor Shinedu. You see that different names. And then another issue pertaining to age is probably in your WAEC, you have May 2002. And then in your JAMB, you have June 2002. Now, do not fear, do not bother, do not cry. There is always a solution to every problem. Stay with me. The first thing that you do to rectify all of these issues, whether name or date of birth issue, is to first of all visit any court that is close to your institution, and then you swear affidavit that both names in both certificates or both date of birth in both certificates are your names. But going forward, this is the correct one. Probably Okafor Shinedu is correct. But let me tell you, whatever you are going to swear or whatever you are going to correct must be in line with what you have in your WAEC certificate or your WAEC results. Because you can always go to JAMB office to rectify, but it's always difficult for you to rectify your WAEC problems. So whatever name that you are swearing the affidavit or the oath to should conform with what you have with your WAEC certificate. So if you are correcting, you swear the oath that Okafor Umukoro is my correct name. Now, after you have sworn that affidavit or taken that oath, you will visit the NIN office. Probably the issue in your JAMB arose or came up as a result of your NIN registration. You had a different name or a different date of birth on your NIN. And so you go and rectify it in your NIN and correct it back to what you have in your WAEC certificate. Now you are done with the NIN, you will be given a new NIN slip. Now, when you are done with it, you are to visit the JAMB office. Visit the JAMB office either in your state or your locality close to you, and then you will be given a form at the JAMB office to fill that this is the correct one and not this. They are going to do the processes, enter into their system and rectify, and they are going to print out a temporary form for you, which you are to bring back to your institution or to your course advisor, pending when it's going to be rectified. Now, when you have done all of these processes of rectifying that issue, you must ensure that you follow up. You must ensure that you check your JAMB portal from time to time, because in a space of a year or 2 years, or I don't know, maybe 2 years, a year or less than, the correction is going to be effected. And then you have to print out the corrected version of your admission letter, the corrected version of your JAMB results that has the same name or the same date of birth with what you have on your WAEC. And then you go and replace with the document that you have already submitted. So all of these processes or all of these steps are the things that are necessary or steps that are necessary for you to take in order to rectify your name issue or your date of birth issues. Yes, that will be all for today. Do not forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment whenever you see my video. I remain your Celeb Course Advisor. Bye.